Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. Om Sahanao Avtu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. We are at verse number 2 of chapter 2. Shri Bhagavan Uvaj Kutaha Tvakashmalam Idam Vishme Samupasthitam Anarye Jushtam Aswargayam Akirti Karam Arjun. The translation of this verse is: the Supreme Lord said, my dear Arjun, where has this weakness come from? It does not suit someone who understands the true meaning of life. This kind of thinking will not take you to higher goals. It only brings shame. The student is asking a question. The Bhagavad Gītā begins with the words Shri Bhagavan Uvaj. Why is this phrase so important? The Guru replies, this opening is not a formality. It is a declaration of authority, compassion, and perfection. Before we hear the message, we must know who is speaking. The Gita does not begin with Krishna said or a king said. It begins with Shri Bhagavan Uvaj, the worshipful, eternally complete Lord spoke. This assures the listener that what follows is free from confusion, fear, ego, and limitation. A student is asking another question. But many people speak wisdom. Why emphasize the word Bhagwan? The Guru replies, many may speak truth sometimes, few may live it often, but Bhagwan is one whose perfection is unbroken. Let us understand this more clearly. In Sanskrit, when we say Dhanvan, we do not mean someone who has money today and is bankrupt tomorrow. Wealth must be stable. Similarly, Vidyavan refers to one whose knowledge remains firm under all circumstances. Likewise, Bhagwan is one in whom divine excellence is eternal, not borrowed, not temporary, not dependent on conditions. A student is asking another question. You mentioned six qualities. What are they? The Guru replies, yes, these six together define Bhag. They are number one, Aishwarya, absolute sovereignty and power. Number two, Virya, unlimited strength and courage. Number three, Yashas, eternal fame and glory. Number four, Shri, perfect beauty and prosperity. Number five, Gyan, complete and unobstructed knowledge. Number six, Vairagya, total freedom from dependence and attachment. One who possesses all six fully and forever is Bhagwan. His student is asking another question. But we see powerful people, wealthy people, and learned people in the world. Are they Bhagwan? The Guru replies, no, they may possess fragments, and even those fragments are temporary. A king may have power, but he fears enemies. A scholar may have knowledge, but confusion still arises. A rich person may have wealth, but anxiety never leaves. Bhagwan has power without fear, knowledge without doubt, wealth without insecurity, and detachment without loss. That is the difference. A student is asking another question. How does this relate to the verse spoken to Arjun? Guru replies, Krishna does not scold Arjun emotionally. He diagnoses him spiritually. He asks, where has this inner weakness come from? Why has it appeared at such a critical moment? This attitude does not befit a noble soul. It leads neither to heaven nor to honor. Only Bhagwan can speak with such clarity, firm yet compassionate, direct yet uplifting. His student is asking another question. So, this is not condemnation, but awakening. The Guru replies, exactly. Bhagwan never humiliates. He reminds. Arjun had forgotten his inner strength. Krishna does not say, you are weak. He says, this weakness does not belong to you. This is the greatest motivation. The student is asking another question. How does this message apply to us today? The Guru replies, whenever fear paralyzes you, whenever confusion clouds your duty, whenever emotions overpower reason, remember the same Bhagwan speaks to you through the Gita. He tells you this despair is not your true nature. You are meant for courage, clarity, and action. Stand up and reclaim your inner dignity. A student is asking another question. What is the final teaching hidden in Shri Bhagwan Uvach? The Guru replies, the final message is this: the words of the Gita are not human opinions, they are eternal guidance. When Bhagwan speaks, confusion dissolves, fear loses authority, purpose becomes clear. Therefore, before every teaching in the Gita, remember the eternally complete Lord has spoken. Listen with courage, live with conviction. A student is asking another question. Why does the Gita begin by defining Bhagwan before he even speaks? The Guru replies, because who speaks is as important as what is spoken. If an ordinary person speaks, we judge. If a wise person speaks, we listen. If Bhagwan speaks, we surrender. The Gita first establishes the authority, the completeness and compassion of the speaker. A student is asking another question. But why are these called wealths? Wealth usually means money. The Guru replies, that is human misunderstanding. Money is the poorest form of wealth. True wealth is that which cannot be stolen, cannot decay, does not create fear, makes one inwardly complete. Bhag is real wealth. Money is only a shadow. A student is asking another question. What exactly is Aishwarya? The Guru replies, Aishwarya means the power to govern, control, and command. Bhagwan controls space, time, laws of nature, life and death. Yet, here is the miracle. He never misuses power. Human beings with little power become arrogant. Bhagwan with infinite power becomes a teacher. This teaches us True greatness expresses itself as humility and patience. A student is asking another question. Why is dharma mentioned immediately after power? The Guru replies, because power without dharma is dangerous. A ruler without ethics becomes a dictator. A leader without values becomes destructive. Bhagwan's power is always guided by righteousness. That is why his actions uplift, never oppress. This teaches us the measure of greatness is not power, but how power is used. His student is asking another question. Is fame really a spiritual wealth? The Guru replies, worldly fame is noise. Divine fame is remembrance across ages. Bhagwan's glory does not depend on propaganda. It flows naturally from truth and compassion. Thousands of years later, people still say, Shri Bhagavan Vach. That is Yashas. A student is asking another question. Bhagwan owns everything, then why is he detached? The Guru replies, that is the highest secret. We possess little and cling tightly. Bhagwan possesses everything and is free. The entire cosmos is his wealth, yet he sleeps under a tree, walks barefoot, and begs for food. This teaches us possession is not bondage, attachment is. A student is asking another question. Isn't renunciation contradictory to wealth? The Guru replies, for humans, yes. For Bhagwan, no. He has everything yet needs nothing. That is real Vairagya. Dispassion is not rejection of life, but freedom within life. A student is asking another question. Why is moksha counted as a wealth? The Guru replies, because freedom is the greatest wealth. Bhagwan is never bound, never ignorant, never incomplete. And he also gives moksha through knowledge. Thus, moksha means being free and making others free. A student is asking another question. Why didn't the Gita simply say Krishna spoke? The Guru replies, because Krishna is a form. Bhagavan is a principle of perfection. The Gita wants us to listen not with curiosity, but with reverence and trust. Bhagavan could have forced Arjun to fight. He did not. Instead, he spoke. That means your freedom matters. Your understanding matters. Your journey matters. The Gita exists because Bhagavan chose teaching over control. Every time you are confused like Arjun, hesitant like Arjun, fearful like Arjun, remember Shri Bhagavan Uvaj. He spoke for you. A student is asking another question. Why does Krishna speak so strongly to Arjun? He is grieving. Shouldn't compassion come first? The Guru replies. True compassion is not indulgence. When a person is drowning in confusion, harsh truth is kinder than soft sympathy. Arjun is not crying in a bedroom. He is standing on the battlefield of life, where hesitation means destruction. A student is asking another question. What exactly is this Kashmalam Krishna speaks of? The Guru replies, Kashmalam is inner pollution. It is confusion that looks like wisdom, fear that disguises itself as compassion, weakness pretending to be virtue. Arjun says, I don't want to fight because I feel pity. Krishna says, this is not pity, this is impurity. The Guru continues, if your body is dirty, what do you do? A student is answering, I bathe. The Guru replies, exactly. Dirt is removable. Krishna deliberately uses the word dirt to show that this weakness is temporary and curable. But mental dirt, fear, attachment, delusion requires knowledge, not soap. A student is asking another question. Why is delusion considered dirt? Isn't thinking natural? The Guru replies, thinking is natural, wrong thinking is poison. Delusion is the dirtiest state of the mind because it hides truth. It paralyzes action. It destroys courage. It blocks clarity. Nothing pollutes the mind more than not seeing reality as it is. A student is asking another question. Krishna says this confusion came at a dangerous moment. Why is that important? The Guru replies, Vishme samupasthitam, at the most dangerous moment, because clarity is most needed in crisis. Arjun is between two armies, responsible for justice, facing his life duty. This is not the time for emotional collapse. This is the time for steady intelligence. Life tests us the same way. Confusion always appears at crucial turning points. The Guru continues. Krishna asks a powerful question, Kutaha, from where has this come? Meaning, is it based on knowledge? Is it based on truth? Is it based on duty? If not, reject it immediately. Krishna now gives three filters to judge any thought. Test number one, does it lead to moksha, which is liberation? The Guru replies, if your thinking purifies the mind, removes ignorance, and leads to freedom, then it is noble. Does Arjun's thinking do that? Student replies, no, it increases confusion. Test number two, does it lead to Swarg, higher world? The Guru is asking question. Right action done according to dharma leads to higher realms. Does Arjun's refusal fulfill his duty as a warrior? His student replies, no, it violates dharma. Test number three, does it bring honor in this world? The Guru asks a question. Does this thinking bring respect, strength, and inspiration? His student replies, no, it brings disgrace. The Guru continues, if a thought gives no liberation, no heaven, no honor, then it is not virtue, it is weakness. That is why Krishna calls it anarya jushtam, unworthy of a noble person, aswargyam, not leading to higher realms, akirti karam, causing disgrace. The Guru continues, this teaching is not only for Arjun. Whenever you face fear before responsibility, confusion before decision, emotion overpowering duty, ask Krishna's question, is this thought making me free, strong, and noble? Or is it mental dirt? If it weakens you, wash it away with knowledge. The Guru continues, you are not your confusion. You are not your fear. You are not your weakness. They are only kashmalam, temporary dirt. Stand up, clean your mind with wisdom, act according to dharma. That is the message of Krishna. That is the message of the Gita. A student is asking another question. Arjun was compassionate. He was emotional. He did not want to violence. Why does Krishna criticize him so strongly? Is compassion wrong? The Guru replies, compassion is not wrong. Confusion masked as compassion is wrong. Arjun is not speaking from wisdom. He is speaking from fear, attachment, and emotional collapse. True compassion arises from clarity. Arjun's compassion arises from delusion. That is why Krishna does not console him gently, he awakens him sharply. A student is asking another question. Krishna's very first question is Kutastva Kashmalam. Where did this impurity come from? Why call it impurity? The Guru replies, because anything that paralyzes duty, clouds intelligence, and weakens courage is impurity, no matter how noble it sounds. Kashmalam means inner dirt, mental pollution, emotional weakness that blocks right action. Arjun is standing at the battlefield of life, and instead of rising to responsibility, he wants to escape. That escape instinct is the impurity. A student is asking another question. But Arjun's situation is difficult. Vish me samupasthitam. Isn't it natural to break down? The Guru replies, difficulty does not justify collapse. In fact, true character is revealed only in crisis. Krishna is saying this confusion has come to you at the most critical moment when clarity is essential. Running away at the decisive moment destroys growth. A student is asking another question. Krishna then uses the word anarya jushtam. What does arya really mean? The Guru replies, arya means noble in values, not race, language, geography, or genetics. An Arya is one who seeks truth, values inner purity, chooses duty over comfort, strives for liberation. Anarya Justam means this way of thinking is not practiced by noble people. Noble people do not indulge in self pity, paralysis, or escapism. His student is asking another question. So, Krishna is saying spiritual seekers don't allow emotional weakness. Guru replies, exactly. A spiritual life is not emotional indulgence, it is emotional mastery. A seeker observes emotions but does not surrender intelligence to them. A student is asking another question. Then Krishna says, Aswargayam. Does that mean heavenly, heaven literally? Then Krishna says, Aswargayam. Does that mean heaven literally? The Guru replies, yes and more. Aswargayam means it will not lead to heaven. It will not lead to higher states. It will not lead to inner elevation. Why? Because abandoning one's duty creates negative karma, not merit, which is punya, positive karma, punya. Running away from responsibility is not spirituality, it is regression. A student is asking another question. What about Akirti Karam? Why is reputation mentioned in a spiritual text? The Guru replies, because your actions educate society. When a leader collapses, society weakens, standards fall, confusion spreads. Arjun is a warrior. If he abandons his duty, people will say, even Arjun ran away. Why should we stand? That is Akirti, destructive influence. Spirituality does not mean becoming socially irresponsible. A student is asking another question. So, Krishna is dismantling Arjun's entire self justification. The Guru replies, yes, in one stroke. Arjun thought, I am noble, I am compassionate, I am spiritual. Krishna replies, your thinking is impure, Kashmalam. It is ignoble, Anarya. It leads downward, Aswargayam. It brings disgrace, Akirti. This is tough love, not cruelty. A student is asking another question. This sounds harsh, but powerful. The Guru replies, truth is often sharp because sleep is deep. Krishna shakes Arjun awake, and he does not stop here. Only after breaking Arjun's false self image does he begin true teaching in the next verses. The Guru continues, whenever you feel like giving up, ask yourself, is this wisdom or fear? Is this compassion or avoidance? Is this surrender or escape? The Gita's message is clear. Strength guided by clarity is spirituality. Weakness disguised as virtue is bondage. Stand up, clean the inner dirt, do your duty, grow through struggle. That is the path of the Arya. Hari Om.